What's good, people? Uncle Hotep back at it again. How y'all doing? I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the word diversity. Yes, you sue me. Whatever. Do whatever you gotta do. Uncle Hotep is sick of the word diversity. Um, Now, this is going to be half rant, half review of Star Wars. I watched Star Wars The Last Jedi. You know, I I do like, I love being like spoilers. I love reading spoilers. I don't ever just like, oh, I don't want to read that. I want to watch it for myself. I like to get a idea of what's going on when I go into when I watch the bootleg or go in the movie theater. Whatever you want to do, however you watch it, Blu-ray, bootleg, download, torrent, whatever. Go in the movie theater, whatever you want to do. So I was looking at some of the things that were coming up to Star Wars. Man, I was a big Star Wars fan. I remember I went to see Star Wars by myself in the movie theater when I was a kid. You know what I mean? So I grew up with the franchise. You know what I'm saying? I grew up. This was my era. You know what I mean? The first three films was like, when I was a kid. I'm not. I'm that old. You know what I'm saying? Um, as for the film, it was okay. It wasn't as bad as the people were saying it. There were some cringe-worthy scenes like the Leia Superman. That was incredibly stupid, man. Like that was trash. Luke's death wasn't as bad as I thought it was, as people were saying. I actually thought that whole scene was actually pretty decent. I think that worked out well. I didn't mind that. It was kind of by the book Star Wars. You know what I mean? You have a couple side adventures going with the main adventure. You know what I mean? I guess that's how they used to put in the new characters. As far as diversity, I see. Like I'm reading this article. It's about It's from IndieWire.com. It's about, and they're saying, oh, women are put to the front of Star Wars. It's something you notice. Like I was watching it, and the majority of the first couple scenes were women. You know what I mean? Like there was a woman. She was a leader of one of the X-wing or XY, whatever the TIE fighter. I mean, not the TIE fighter. The Rebels squadron. She was leading one of the squadrons. The first scene where they were dropping the bombs, a girl went and she did the heroic thing and dropped the bombs on there. It was kind of forced. You know what I'm saying? And this is my problem. Like, it's so forced that like it takes away from the story. Like, tell the story. Don't like have to have like how can you have diversity on the rebel side, but on the First Order side, there's a complete lack of diversity. You got the one shine who defected. That's the only Negro you'll see on the first that was from the First Order. It's striking. The story. What I'm getting at is the story is important, not diversity. And they had an Asian lady, and like I guess her sister got blown up. And she's like talking about like she's glad she's in a film that doesn't solely based upon her ethnicity and stuff like that. It's fine. You know what I mean? But I think Hollywood is forcing it, and I'm sick of hearing about it. Like, just because you have diversity in a film doesn't make the film good. Like, diversity didn't help this film be good or whatever. Like, if I was grading it, I'd give it a 5.5 out of 10. You know what I mean? It was okay. It was okay in spots. It wasn't great. Like it has a high expectation because it's in this Star Wars pantheon where there was a lot of great films in the beginning. Like it was better, maybe it was probably better than the last film, but it still was like lukewarm. It's like lukewarm soup or lukewarm food. You gotta put it back in the oven or something like that. It wasn't great. And I'm sick of this. Just hearing about, it had such diversity. It's such a good film. All the women had, they played all these key parts. Like that doesn't make a film good or not. The story is what makes a film good or not. That's why I'm like, Captain, I guess we're Phasma or whatever. There was the lady stormtrooper, she's on a silver get up and her and bullfight. I don't know what the hell the Sean's name, Boyega, whatever his name is. It's, I don't know. It tried too hard, and this is Hollywood trying too hard. This is, I guess it's the age of Aquarius, and like everything is going to be women led, you know what I'm saying? There's alright. Now, all this stuff isn't bad within itself, but you can't force it, and you can't be like, say, let's go with the Christmas Story. I guess they made a musical about it. I haven't seen it, but I'm reading this guy's review of it. Here's what TV fans, critics thought of Christmas Live Story. A super talented cast of Christmas Live brought a diverse, thoughtful, and a really ambitious version of a beloved film to screen. And along with it, a bit of sweetness, goodness, and a joy in a time when it's severely lacking. I ain't complaining about anything. I guess they put some, A Christmas Story was like America in the 1950s and stuff like that, you know what I mean? And, they forced the little kid to have a black friend and all this other stuff. Like, that shit is whack, man. Like, there's alright, if you want to have an all-white film with nothing but white characters, that's fine. If you want to have an all-black film with nothing but black characters, that's fine. You want to have an all-Asian film or all-Indian film. Nobody's asking the Bollywood. This is a perfect example. Nobody's crying about Bollywood for having lack of diversity. Nobody. You know what I'm saying? So all that is fine. But when you go to movies like this, like these franchises, you gotta put some black folks in here. Like half of the stuff is just trying to get some shekels out of black people. Like, we're gonna put this black character in the film so we can get these black kids to go bother their parents and buy some toys from the shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's another problem about the Star Wars. It was like some people are right about this. It was like, and that's something I've seen before. It's just like they're just trying to sell some toys and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Buy some toys. That's what it seemed like. It was a big long ass commercial sometimes. I'm sick of diversity. I'm sick of hearing it. It's okay to have all one color or all the other color. It's so fine. You know what I mean? If the story fits it, then put it in there. You know what I mean? Don't force feed it like the Christmas Story and have 1950s where damn segregation. You're going to have the black kids and white kids playing along and stuff like that. Like, come and get that hell out of here. I don't want to hear it anymore. I don't want to hear the word. Leave it in 2017. Because all I see is these white liberals talking about, this film was so diverse and it's so great, blah, 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 blah. What is so great about it? Is the story great, or you just saying diversity is great? No, stop that. Just stop it. It's just throw the word diversity in the bushes. Just throw it in the bushes. You know what I mean? Just diversity in itself doesn't mean good. Doesn't mean great. You know what I mean? It's just who makes up the story. You know what I mean? That's all it is. People talk about diversity in the workplace. Give an equal opportunity to people, but you shouldn't force this stuff. This is what's happening in America. It's trash. These damn cats run around acting like a fool. Do y'all cats go to the toilet And then as soon as they get out to they break it, haul ass down the hallway. I'm like, what are you doing? Do y'all know I can't stand cats? Anyway, this is Uncle Hotep. Yo, follow me on Twitter, Handyman. I'm Uncle Hotep, man. Before they might ban me. I don't know. Today's D-Day. They changed the rules up. And check me out. I should be doing live streams. I'm doing live Uncle Hotep Hour. Check that out. Check that out in my video section playlist. And I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.